Unfortunately, guys, I will be selling one of my aquariums, and this is why. I have been traveling out of town on a weekly basis for a really big project that you guys will find out about really soon, but I just don't have time to take care of all these aquariums. So I am going to be taking care of the one that is kind of, in my opinion, the most work. It doesn't seem like the most work because you don't have to really do anything in here, but because it is not enclosed, it just evaporates a lot. This is like 3 days worth of water, and I just got back in town, so I'm gonna kind of take care of it right now. Whereas the other ones, once I top them off, they stay enclosed and it's much less evaporation to deal with. I love the look of this tank and the setup that we did with the driftwood and everything, but honestly, I don't feel as strongly about the freshwater setups as I do the salt. I'm just trying to figure out the best way to go about doing things, and right now I have 4 aquariums, so when I go out of town, my mom is nice enough to take care of them for me and feed all the fish and all that kind of stuff. So if I could just eliminate one, that might help. To be honest, I was even considering eliminating the Pico tank. This guy right here with our little homie Glitch, he's in there, he's a little scared. I was considering eliminating this too, just because it just gets it down one more, but I don't know. I love that we have a floating rock in here, and I really want to give it a chance. I just don't have the funds or the time to put a bunch of coral into it right now. Not only that, but as you guys know, we were struggling with really high phosphates. I haven't checked it in a while, but I also haven't put any other coral in here, so we're not sure, you know, if it's doing better or not. The Alleviapora still seems to be doing okay, so I don't know. If I was gonna eliminate this tank, I was thinking about taking the elongate dotty back and putting it into the Nano reef with the 2 mocha storms. But then again, I thought this is the most unique tank in terms of the floating rock, so I don't want to get rid of it just yet. And this guy, we are just still struggling with the cyno in here. I do suck it all out with the water changes, but it is just still not going away. I also have GFO in the back. I feel like this tank, I haven't given enough chance of putting stuff into it yet to eliminate it, and it's really not that big of a deal. We also have the super dope clowns in here, so we're gonna leave this one for now. I will probably set up the automatic fish feeder on this tank again, just so that's one less tank to feed when I'm away, and that should help as well. The only recent thing that I have put into this tank is those iridium polyps on the back wall that I got at Skellyfest Miami from Radiant Reefs. Super sick, and I really like them next to the pink gobstoppers over here. I would usually top this tank off with a 1 gallon, but I don't have enough RO right now in my container, so I gotta do it with this little guy, which is real fun. Look at this. I even have snails just jumping ship right now. Now I'm gonna add some stuff for the plants. Also, this is browning like this because my mist wasn't running for a couple days before I noticed, and it did that. So, yeah. Boop, boop. Now we'll just clean up shop a little bit. These things literally grow like weeds, so I just pull them back, and I'm telling you, they will be back in like a week. I'll leave this little guy to grow back. These guys I've been pulling out so that you could see it and it doesn't get suctioned in. Those are nice. I like that we have, oh look, this guy grew in here from this one down here. This is really pretty, sticking out of the corner here. Really, really pretty. And then we got this guy popping out here too. Trimming season. I took off some of the dead moss where the green moss was already starting to show again, like here, just so we could see the greenery. And then look at this. This, you guys remember I trimmed for the terrarium. This is just like a big patch. Maybe I'll get some of this live greenery. Put it in here. Also, this plant down here is finally starting to grow back. If you guys remember when I first set up the tank, I had put like 3 of them here and they all like wilted away and then regenerated. This one in the front is doing good. For the final step on this tank, we will give these guys a little bit of food. We have a ton of really pretty fish in this tank as well. There are 2 ottos down there, a whole bunch of snails that shouldn't be there, but then all of our fancy little guppies munching away. The freshwater paludarium is going to be the first aquarium to go. It is for sale. If you guys are interested, shoot me a message on Instagram at Dream State Living. I absolutely love this tank setup. It's just right now I don't have the time to fit it into the tanks, and I'm much more a saltwater side of the aquarium than freshwater. So if any of the tanks have to go to kind of lessen the load, it's gonna be the freshwater one. Let's just feed our little clownfish. Usually I put it in the other corner for them, but why not put it over here right now? Check out that feeding port that we accidentally made. These guys are awesome, so there is no way I'm getting rid of them. We just need to get this freaking cyno under control. I am scheduled for another big water change on this tank tomorrow before I head out of town, so I will take care of all of this again, and then I'm sure when I come back next week it will just be there again because this little gold hammer looks like it's getting blown away right now, so I need to adjust the positioning of this pump a little bit. Oh yeah, much better. Maybe he'll actually open now that he's not in a 24/7 wind tunnel. Look at how sweet these new polyps are. The camera definitely does not do them justice. We're about to go check out what's going on with the Red Sea Max 250, which is my 65-gallon display tank. But before we do that, I want to let you guys know that this video is sponsored by 7 Seas Aquatics. They are a state-of-the-art facility based out of Cape Coral. They were the glasses sponsor for Skelly Fest and one of the towel sponsors. We really appreciate their support for the event. If you guys are local to Cape Coral, I definitely recommend checking out their spot. It looks really, really awesome. I have yet to go there myself, but when I do pass by the area, I'm going to make sure to stop into there because their tanks are just incredible. They also offer online sales on eBay, so if you just go to their website and click what you see is what you get, it will take you to their entire eBay store where they have all their corals available for sale. I'll put their address and website in the description below so you guys can check out all the corals they have for sale and stop by if you're in the area. Thanks so much to 7 Seas for sponsoring today's episode. This tank is by far the easiest to maintain because it is the most established, it's the bigger setup, so not as much happens with such little fluctuations. However, it is still being neglected. Look at all these starfish that I have been getting again. This tank is doing good and everything is still growing really, really nicely. Hopefully this guy splits again so I could make another little buck. But there is not too much to do in this tank. That's why I am not getting rid of this tank just yet. I don't know what happened over here with my frog spawn, but it is closed up. It was like that when I got back, and I don't know what might have happened. These other guys are still doing good, so very strange. You would probably think a bigger tank, more to do, but that is just not the case once everything's established. This tank uses about a gallon, or evaporates about a gallon of water a week, and that's because it's enclosed, so it's really not that bad to just fill this little guy with water here and top it off once a week. Sometimes I would do it twice a week just so that it's not like all at once. In terms of food, I could either just put a piece of seaweed in here and all of the fish eat it. They pretty much eat anything. If I put seaweed, if I put pellets, if I put mastic, we'll do mastic right now. They haven't had this in a while, but let's do that right there for them. Oof. They are just really not picky fish. They eat everything and anything that I put in this tank, which makes it a lot easier. Another big ease factor with this tank is that I have it set up on an auto doser, so I just make sure this is topped off and I don't have to worry about it at all. I do have on my calendar to test the water in this tank every single week. However, I haven't done it in weeks, so I'm gonna check it right now. I use the Red Sea kit and I only test usually the main ones, alkalinity and calcium, on my frequent water tests. Shaky, 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 blue. Oh, we're turning green a little bit. That's probably done. I usually go a little bit more just to get to yellow. Boom, and then I call it back. 4, so 0.6, maybe 0.58. 0.58 puts us at 8.1, which is a little bit on the low side, but it is midday right now, so it's in between the 2 doses, so we should be good. Let's see. For calcium, looks like we're at 5, 6, 7, 8.8, which is 400, also a little bit on the low side, but again, midday, so our levels should be pretty good. I have a ton of overgrowth in this tank, so if you guys are local and looking for frags, let me know. I have a little piece of ASD Rainbow Millie there. I got plenty of red Monty. I got some grafted Monty pieces over here as well. I have Hollywood Stunner. I have some toadstools that just drop off into the back. I have, what else do I have? What else do I have? Space Invader Chalice. I already got some pieces there. No mushroom yet, but maybe soon. None of this stuff. I could cut some green Slimer. I have blue purple acro here, got blue plating sponge. So yeah, if you are local and looking for any of those corals, send me a message on Instagram and we'll see what we can do. And if you're interested in buying my custom built freshwater paludarium, hit me up for that as well. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks so much for watching and we'll see you in the next one. Later.